Trump's Department of Agriculture just threatened thousands of grocery stores for trying to provide discounts to families who lost their SNAP benefits. Specifically, they're abusing a rule that was designed to protect SNAP recipients called the Equal Treatment Rule. The point of this rule was to ensure that grocery stores weren't discriminating against SNAP recipients and giving them equal opportunity and access to purchase food. But now, as the Trump administration freezes essential funds for the SNAP programs and families are starting to go hungry, they're actually arguing that this rule prevents grocery stores from offering discounts and helping starving families. This also seems like a good time to remind everyone that the only reason that families are starting to go hungry is because the Trump administration is refusing to release emergency funds that were designated to fund SNAP if the government froze. So all that's to say, the cruelty is the point. They're spending their time and resources ensuring that people go hungry, not working to prevent it. Now, obviously, Trump's interpretation of this rule will be challenged in court, but these cases take months that families don't have. But in the immediate, grocery stores could get around this legal hurdle by offering discounts to those in need without specifying SNAP status, just implying it. The thought I'm left with here is that the government should be working this hard to help people, not intentionally hurt them.
Especially at this time when food prices are sky high and millions of Americans are just waiting for their November SNAP benefits that might never come. And you would think any help would be welcome. Hey beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. All credit goes to the creators in these videos. And guys, if you are late to this party, I got you, because the Trump administration through the USDA has reportedly warned grocery stores not to give discounts to SNAP users. Just imagine that. Imagine that. And these are stores that are trying to ease the pain. I mean, small businesses offering just a few dollars off, trying to help families feed their kids. And instead of praise, they got letters and warnings. They were told that they were, in quotes, pricing rules, that they are breaking pricing rules. Yeah, think about that, guys. In a food crisis, helping the poor just became a violation. Like, how? Make it make sense to me. And all this is coming right after the SNAP chaos. Benefits have been delayed, partial payments, families are left hanging because of the shutdown, and some stores are stepping up to fill in the gap. And now the Trump administration is saying no. Like, how now?
Trump just punished grocery stores for helping hungry families. Some grocery stores were doing the right thing, giving a few dollars off for families using SNAP. Just small discounts meant to help people stretch their benefits when everything costs more than it did last month. But now Trump's USDA has warned those stores that if they keep offering those discounts, they could lose their right to accept SNAP entirely. And guess what's happening? Some stores are already pulling those discounts back out of fear. Think about that. The government isn't angry at corporations raising prices. They're angry at stores trying to make food cheaper. They're not protecting fairness. They're protecting control. They're calling it the Equal Treatment Rule. But equality isn't when rich and poor both have the right to pay full price. It's when the poor actually have a fair shot to eat. Over 40 million rely on SNAP just to survive. And Trump's administration is now threatening a few stores that actually care enough to help. And that's not leadership. That's cruelty disguised as policy. If you care about this, share it, because silence is exactly what they're counting on.
The breathtaking cruelty continues. This is so evil, it takes my breath away. Under Trump's direction, the USDA sent out emails to grocery stores and businesses across the nation, telling them that they cannot legally offer discounts to people who did not receive their SNAP benefits this month. You heard that right. They are not legally permitted to help the citizens of this country afford food. They literally emailed out warnings to these stores telling them that they are not to provide discounted food, because several grocery stores and chains have said that they were going to provide discounts to people who did not receive their SNAP benefits, because we don't want to be surrounded by starving people. We have a moral duty to care for each other in this country. That is what a society is. If that's not what a society is, I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be opting out. The email literally read, "You cannot treat SNAP customers differently from any other customer. Offering discounts or services only to SNAP customers is a SNAP violation unless you have a SNAP equal treatment waiver." And apparently SNAP's equal treatment rule basically just says that you have to treat SNAP customers exactly the same as other customers. You can't charge them more or less. Tell me again how this is a Christian country.
At this point, sometimes I don't even get it. It's a different situation if everything is going on smoothly. There is no shutdown, no worker being followed. There is no SNAP benefits being withheld. Everything is going on smoothly and it's business as usual. It's a different scenario, right? But this is a situation whereby these store owners, these grocery stores are just trying to help, because this SNAP benefits will not be coming. And even if it's coming, it's not going to be up to the amount that they usually receive. And these stores are trying to step up to fill the gap, but rather the USDA hits them with the, in quotes, equal treatment rule. And they are saying that you cannot treat SNAP customers differently, even if it's in their favor. And meanwhile, billion-dollar corporations still get their subsidies and politicians still get paid on time. Guys, this is the American people living, where it looks like paperwork matters more than people. And it looks like nowadays doing good can get you in more trouble. Like, how is doing good supposed to get you in trouble, guys?
I know you lying. Why y'all's president and the USDA sent out an email to grocery stores letting them know that they can't be giving special discounts to SNAP recipients? So in response to people's SNAP benefits being cut off by the government, there were different like supermarkets and businesses like DoorDash, for example, that were giving discounts to people that were receiving SNAP. Well, baby, the USDA sent out an email. Maybe that email said, by the by, you are not allowed to treat SNAP and EBT customers any differently than you treat anybody else. It went on to say that offering special discounts to SNAP recipients and treating them any differently is a violation of the rules and regs under the SNAP program, unless they have some sort of a waiver. The government has gone so far as to threaten the grocery store's ability to receive SNAP benefits, threatening that they would withdraw their authorization and pull their authorization to receive SNAP benefits. Now, I said this earlier today on my live, and it bears repeating. These people are cruel. These people are cruel. Period. Because why would it be a problem? The SNAP recipients are already in dire straits. They're not getting their money for their food supply. Okay? Children are at risk of starvation. Their parents are at risk of starvation. Those are the facts. And when a grocery store or a business who could very well afford it steps in and says, we're going to offer this discount, or we're going to sort of help you out in this area in the meantime, between time, to account for the shortage. When they decide that and the government turns around and tries to punish them for it, I told you, the Republican politicians are cruel. They're cruel. Straight up cruel. You're not allowed to be kind.
Donald Trump doesn't care about poor people. A statement that we all can agree is true. Which is why it's really confusing that his base, which is MAGA, are mainly poor people. The Trump administration sent out a memo to groceries and grocery stores telling them they cannot provide or offer discounted goods to those people who have lost their SNAP benefits. The USDA sent out a memo to several grocers around the country who had planned to offer discounted produce and discounted goods to those recipients who have lost SNAP, telling them that they cannot treat SNAP recipients any differently, they cannot price things differently, and that they had to offer things at the regular price. This comes at the same time that Donald Trump threw a elaborate, lavish party for Halloween, spending millions of dollars to host people, while millions of people who are mainly in his base lose access to food, all because he doesn't want to guarantee that millions of people remain insured under affordable health care. Do you see how crazy that sounds? I have personally lived in a country that had a dictator that through lavish events, lavish weddings, lavish parties, where the bulk of the population was living under $1 a day. And where's that? Not alive. We've seen this time and time and time again, where these people in power, they live a elaborate, lavish life, while people who supported them are living in austerity and destitution. And this is currently happening in America. Donald Trump has the lowest rating amongst white people that he's ever had from his first term until now, until he's been reelected. And I'm like, are people finally waking up to the fact that he doesn't give a fuck about you? It's not just people who look like me he doesn't care about. He doesn't care about poor people in general, because the poor people somehow always have his back. Groceries are higher, gas is higher, expenses are higher, the economy is down, but guess what's not down? Donald Trump's coffers. This is the president that has made billions of dollars since he's come into office.
Guys, honestly, I feel if we are being honest with ourselves, this is just about values, because it looks like compassion now requires government approval. And when a nation starts punishing kindness, right, it's not just the poor people that suffer, everyone suffers. And you cannot build a strong system by starving its people or silencing those people that care. Guys, do you still believe in the American dream? Because at the end of the day, I really do not understand. Because when leaders start punishing compassion and calling it in quotes a violation, guys, it just shows that gradually people are drifting from basic humanity. Like, these people are not asking for luxury, they are just asking for the right to eat, to live, and to survive. And if the system cannot even allow kindness in the middle of hunger, guys, I feel the system is more broken than it's been led on. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section, because I don't understand. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. And if you have found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Please stay safe. Mental health is important. Ciao.